Today, I want to teach you that essay writers look for places in their essays where there could be another interpretation or opinion about the text, and they write to argue why their interpretation is the best one. They do this by nodding to the alternative argument and then explaining why that interpretation is not as good as their own. I am going to read part of my essay, and as I do, I'm going to think to myself, could there be another way of seeing this? Could someone debate me here? To do that, I will pay attention to the ideas I'm inserting, and I will also pay attention to my word choice when describing the themes or characters, thinking about whether someone else might have another idea or might use another word. After I figure out what that counter argument might be, it'll be important for me to refute that argument in my writing. But let's get started by finding a place in my essay where someone might have an alternative interpretation. So here is one of my body paragraphs. By the middle of the story, the reader begins to see that the children, in their painful jealousy, hurt Margot with words and with force. First, they mock her poetry and her memories, claiming she never did see the sun. Then they shove her. Finally, they lock her in a closet so she won't see the sun. The text even describes the children's hatred toward Margot more explicitly when Bradbury writes, "They hated her pale snow face, her thinness, and her possible future. The other children have never seen the sun, but dream of it every night. The children are jealous that Margot has ever seen the sun, and Margot is grieving the loss of it. This shows that everyone in this story is hurting in their own way. Margot because she has lost the sun, and the other children who have never seen it." Okay, so I'm stopping here and thinking, could someone debate me on any point I made? Is there an idea that someone might take issue with? A way that I describe the theme or the characters? I guess someone could maybe say that the children are not jealous. That's an idea that people might disagree with. But no, that doesn't really make sense. I don't think someone would say the kids aren't jealous. Maybe someone would say that this short story is not mostly about how jealous they are. Someone may be able to argue that this story is really about the children's meanness. I don't agree, but I guess someone could say that this story is really more about how mean the kids are and not how jealous they are. So once I have found a spot where there could be a little debate, it's my job to argue why I am right, or more right, than someone who might debate me. I can use a few thought prompts to help me find the way. Prompts like these. Let me see how these thought prompts might help me. I'm going to think how I might address someone who is debating me on this issue, someone who thinks that the children are not as jealous as they are mean. I'm going to use a thought prompt to help me. I think I'll try the last one. So I could write, certainly it could be said that the children are more mean than they are jealous. While this is a good point because the children are definitely mean, it fails to account for, well, I need to think a little bit here about what is missing or wrong in this opposing idea. I've just said that it's a good point. My essay wouldn't be very good if I just left it at that. I think what people are missing, if they focus on how mean the children are, is that their pain, which comes from their jealousy, is what causes them to be mean. I think this is a better idea than just saying they are mean. So I'm going to finish my sentence. While this is a good point, it fails to account for how much pain the children are in. They are not born mean. Their pain, their jealousy has made them mean. I'm looking at my body paragraph now, and I think adding this really helps me sound like I have thought of everything and what people who have other ideas might say. So to make sure you are addressing any alternative arguments, you can do what I did. Look for places in your essay where someone might have a different interpretation of the text. Then use a thought prompt to help argue back, tightening your essay by being sure to explain why your interpretation is best and what any alternative ideas are missing. Now it's your turn. Go back to the lesson platform for your next activity.